Addod Solutions. Add-on desires.
Welcome to Addod Solutions Current Affairs program. This is Koteshwar. First I am going to discuss the international affairs of 26/9/2021 as part of today's current affairs program. Come to India for vaccine manufacturing. Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the 76th United Nations General Assembly on Saturday and highlighted India's inclusive democracy and its importance to the world. He stated that reforms in India would help in transforming world. Modi invited COVID vaccine makers around the world to India to establish their units. Biden reiterates US support for India's permanent seat in UNSC entry to NSG. US President Joe Biden has reiterated America's support for India's permanent membership on a reformed United Nations Security Council and its entry into the nuclear suppliers group that is called NSG during his first in-person bilateral meeting with Indian Prime Minister Modi. PM Modi to bring home 157 artifacts, antiquities from US. The United States handed over 157 artifacts and antiquities during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. The move comes as PM Modi and US President Joe Biden committed to strengthen their efforts to combat theft, illicit trade and trafficking of cultural objects or heritage. Quad sends a warning, sets the tone for off-Pak engagement. The quadrilateral coalition has indirectly warned Pakistan that it will not tolerate turning Afghanistan into a terrorist haven and from there will not tolerate any plans to attack another country and incite cross-border terrorism. US states to celebrate October as Hindu Heritage Month. Several United States of America states including Texas, Florida, New Jersey, Ohio, Massachusetts have proclaimed October as the Hindu Heritage Month. Nothing that Hinduism has contributed greatly to America through its unique history and heritage. HDFC Bank is the best company in India. HDFC Bank has been named the best company in India for the fourth year in a row in the Asia Money 2021 poll. Women's rights activist and author Kamala Basin died at 75. Women rights activist, poet and author Kamala Basin passed away at the age of 75 on September 25, 2021. She was suffering from cancer and pulmonary edema. Basin was famous for being a part of 1 Billion Rising campaign in South Asia, among other important movements. She was a prominent voice in the field of women's rights movement in India and across the South Asian countries. BJP leader Ashwin Upadhyay pill in the Supreme Court seeking a joint educational memorandum. BJP leader Ashwin Upadhyay has filed a public interest litigation in the Supreme Court seeking to create a common education code in the country. He said in his lawsuit that there were provisions for minorities to run special educational institutions to preserve their language and culture and that the same facilities should be extended to the Hindus also. New parliament building construction to commence by year end to be ready by October 2022. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla said that the new parliament building would be completed by October 2022. He clarified that 75 events would be held across the country as part of the Independent Amrita Mahotsav, a key event in the parliamentary system. Andhra Pradesh, AP state ranks first in debits. According to card reports, Andhra Pradesh topped in the list of all states in the current fiscal for the current financial year. 626 MPP positions in the YSRCP account. YSRCP won 626 of the 649 Mandal Parishad presidency seats held in the state. TDP secured 8 and Janasena CPM secured 1 MPP each. National Awards for Bhudan Pochampalli Handlooms. Tadka Ramesh and Saini Bharat, residents of Bhudan Pochampalli, Yadadri, Bhuvnagiri districts have been selected for the prestigious National Merit Certificate Awards presented by the central government in the field of handloom. Hand over Krishna River water dispute to tribunal. KCR. Chief Minister KCR appealed to the Union Water Energy Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat to hand over Krishna river water disputes between the two Telugu states to the tribunal. He also said that the Rayalaseema lift irrigation scheme would cause severe damage to the drought hit districts of Mahbub Nagar and asked for permission for the Palamuru Rangareddy lift irrigation project and allocation of water without any hassle. Telugu archer Sureka lights up world championship with 3 silver medals. Telugu archer Vennam Sureka Jyoti lived up to her name when she lit up the sports arena in South Dakota, United States of America on Saturday as she ended the World Archery Championship in a blaze of glory, bagging 3 silver medals. She is the first Indian to get 3 silver medals. Now we are going to discuss the current affairs of 27th 9th 2021. First I am going to discuss the international issues as part of today's current affairs. Merkel's party will get lowest number of votes. Exit polls. Exit polls estimates are showing that Chancellor Angela Merkel's Union Alliance in Germany will be limited to the lowest number of votes ever recorded in the last 70 years. According to the exit polls, in this latest parliament elections, Merkel's Union Alliance and the Social Democrats are going to get 25% of the total votes each. According to the ZDF survey, the Social Democrats will get 26% of the votes and the Union Alliance, which belongs to the Angela Merkel, will get only 24% of the votes. Sudden abolition of COVID regulations in Norway. In Norway, there was an uproar as people suddenly came out at once with the sudden lifting of the COVID rules. Clashes also broke out in several places in the cities of Norway as the onslaught of streets, bars, restaurants and nightclubs were escalated. Don't shift goalposts, confuse border management with the border question solving. Indian envoy to China. India has told China not to shift goalposts and confuse managing the border affairs and restoring peace at the frontiers with the larger issue of the resolution of the boundary questions, which is dealt with by different designated mechanism. China successfully cultivates 2-meter high giant rice in Chongqing. China has successfully cultivated the giant rice, which has grown to over 2 meters, twice as tall as regular rice, in a field at Chongqing. The giant rice species is expected to yield more than 800 kilograms per 660 square meters. US Seattle Chicago Amtrak train derails in Montana, at least 3 dead, several injured. An Amtrak train traveling from Chicago to Seattle derailed in remote northern Montana on Saturday, resulting in the death of at least 3 people and several injured. National issues. Amazon Great Indian Festival from October 3rd. Amazon India has announced that it will be launching the Great Indian Festival for discounted sales during the festive season from October 3rd. Similarly, the Flipkart Big Billion Days will be held from October 3rd to 10th. 50% reservation in judiciary is your right. CJI N.V. Ramana tells women lawyers. Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana on Saturday batted for 50% reservation for women in the judiciary. Addressing women advocates of the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice said, we need 50% reservation for women in the judiciary. It is an issue of thousands of years of oppression. In lower levels of the judiciary, less than 30% of the judges are women. In high courts, it is only 11.5%. In Supreme Court, it is only 11 to 12% are women. First cabinet expansion in Punjab. The Congress government led by Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi on Saturday undertook the first expansion of its cabinet. 15 cabinet ministers, including 7 new faces, were inducted in Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi cabinet. Many who served in Captain Amarinder Singh's cabinet did not get ministerial posts. Position for Jitin Prasada in Uttar Pradesh cabinet. The Bharatiya Janata Party, which is aiming for victory in the upcoming Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections on Sunday, expanded its cabinet, provides a place in the cabinet for key leaders to influence voters. Senior leader Jitin Prasada who recently joined the BJP from the Congress, has been given a place in the cabinet. Percentage of all cancer causes elevated in men. ICMR document. According to the National Cancer Registry Program 2021, the Medical Research Council of India, ICMR, and National Center for Disease Informatics and Research, NCDIR, estimates that 52.4% of the cancer patients in the country are men. Between 2012 and 2019, 13.32 lakh people were diagnosed with cancer in the country, of which 50.4% were from the northeastern states, of which only 28.6 were the south. Rising sea levels. Roxy Matthew Cole, chief scientist at the Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, believes that the sea level will rise by 3 to 5 centimeters in every decade, and the rise of 3 centimeters high sea level rise will result in the loss of 17 meters of coastal land. He said that Indian Ocean was warming faster than the other oceans, causing surface temperatures to rise by 1.2 to 1.4 degrees centigrade at some areas. ISRO's Mars orbiter completed 7 years in orbit this month. The ambitious Mangalyaan spacecraft launched by India has completed 7 years in Mars orbit. ISRO launched the Mangalyaan on November 5th, 2013 by using PSLV C-11 launching vehicle, and successfully orbited Mars on September 24th of the following year. Andhra Pradesh. Gulab storm hits Odisha Andhra coast. Gulab, which had lasted for 2 days in north coastal region, crossed the coast 20 kilometers north of Kalingapatnam in Srikakulam districts at 9:30 p.m. on Sunday. Heavy rains lost Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram and Visakhapatnam districts from the Saturday night due to the Gulab effect. Kalingapatnam recorded the highest rainfall of 19.4 centimeters. 16 tons of gold reserves in Anantapur. Base metal, copper, gold, manganese, diamonds and iron ore blocks have been identified by the Geological Survey of India (GSI) at 9 places in the state, and recently the central government hand over these places to the state government. There are a total of 10 gold reserves in Ramgiri, Boksam and Jokula areas of Anantapur district, and it is estimated that 16 tons of gold could be extracted from these sites. Telangana. National recognition to Puttapaka Telia Rumal Double Ikat Sari. Kolanu Pedda Venkaya and his son Ravinder, native of Puttapaka, Yadadri Bhuvnagiri districts, have been nominated from the National Handicrafts Award for their weaving Telia Rumal Double Ikat Sari. Mild tremors in Khammam districts. Earthquakes in a giant Khammam district's home have left locals in a state of panic. The quake struck at early morning on Saturday at 5:18 am and again 5:25 am. India women's team wins third ODI. Young batsmen Estika Bhatia and Sefali Verma hit half centuries as the Indian women's team beat the Australia by 2 wickets in the final third ODI on Sunday. Sania Mirza, Shui Zhang win Ostrava Open Women's Doubles title. Sania Mirza wins Women's Doubles at Ostrava Open in Sunday final. Sania and Zhang won the title 6-3, 6-2 over Christiana, belongs to USA, and Rotilf belongs to New Zealand. These are the today's current affairs. Keep watching Addod Solutions Current Affairs program to get the regular updates on current affairs. Thank you.
Addod Solutions. Add-on Desires.